go. Good evening, everybody. I'm in the wrong spot. All right. First off, I want to say thank you to Mischief Hots for the follow. Sorry for the awkward starting. Um, with us tonight is a Division C West fight with Almost Legend Obsidian versus 210 Blechman Street. Uh, Almost Legend won the coin toss, so Blechman picked the map. So the bands were Towers of Doom and Garden of Terror for Almost Legends, and Blechman Street banned Braxis and Battlefield of Eternity. So trying to stay away from the two-lane maps and taking us to John Cena with Infernal Shrines. What? Oh. Can you hear me now better? Sorry. Hey Drapes, how'd your cast go? I hope it went well. You guys should be able to hear me much better now, I'm hoping. Sorry, I was playing with some settings earlier and I forgot to turn them back up. So this should be a good volume level to hear me at. As I said, I've gone over the bands. So let me let them know we're ready and we can get right into the action. They all seem ready to go. So yeah, I hope my sound is better now. My apologies for that. Yeah, I keep forgetting when I turn my audio input down for my audio source on the starting soon screen so you can't hear me drinking coffee or whatever, that it actually carries over. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just waiting for them to start the draft. I'm really looking forward to this. Blechman, they can still finish the series strong with some wins. Almost Legend we've gone over it with them, and they do have playoff potential. They would need a domination tonight. They have fewer games played than their opposing teams, so they do have a chance to make it into the playoffs if karma's on their side. We shall see. What's going on here? They are talking to each other, and we are getting into the action. Here we go. Let's get into the draft screen. Thanks, Blood. Perfect. Who ended up winning your series, Bloody? I was watching it, and it was tied, and I had to leave during the third game, so I wasn't able to see who actually won the last game. And again, I want to welcome everybody to the stream tonight. A little chilly here in Manitoba. However, I've got face warmth, so I'm okay. Just looking for those first bands to come out. I mean, I really like Infernal Shrines. There's so many heroes that you can bring to this map. In regards to playstyle, everything from like a Deathwing is playable, an Artanis or a Zool. It's probably the most diversified map that I feel. I mean, you might still play meta picks, but I just think it's such a diversified map because so many heroes can bring something, except for Li Ming. She should never be played on this map. Hey, Shiggity Wiggity. Hope I pronounced that right. Didn't offend you. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate having you. Cheering on your team. As a caster, I can't play favorites, but I mean, if Legend gets the win, especially a domination, I mean, they are still in the playoff running. The fate is in their hands, so I'm really looking for. It's up to Blechman Street to stop them from beating them. So we have the Falstead, the Kalthos for Almost Legends, and we have the Gazlo and the Sonia. So the Cassia is available. She's also good on this map, I believe. However, we will see what they decide to go with for first pick. I'm really looking forward to seeing some spice here. Oh, Joanna's not really the spice, but still a really good, strong. I don't know if I would consider her first pick worthy. A lot of tanks have value, but if the tank player wants to guarantee the Joanna for an idea, I know 100% support it. You want to make sure you get it as opposed to give it away. So we have the Uther pickup, and a Diva. So they're showing the offlaners semi-early, unless Diva's going to be part of the 4-man, which I highly doubt. And Uther could be a healer. Or, he could be that front line that they want to go with the extra stun. Like, you could take Garrosh. Anything would be great. Garrosh would be good with just looking at the first two picks, right? You get Uther throw, you get Garrosh throw into an Uther stun, and you can throw the Diva bomb. And we follow up with Phoenix and Hogger. Wow. So two good laners in their own right. So I'm wondering if they're going to go with a 1-1-1 with a 2-man camp rotation early on and just looking for ganks and soaks. I totally agree with you, Libidium. I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome to the stream. And again, guys, I cast 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Take weekend off unless there's events or playoff games happening. So please leave a follow. Be a part of the Sparhawk Nights. And I always post my schedule as soon as I pick up a game. Right, so you can always check my schedule to see when I'm casting. The Cassia is banned, as well as the Tychus. The Tychus makes me think they may go into a Diablo or a Deathwing. And for those who've never seen me, this is my ugly face. I got a head. I have to be careful when I go outside. Birds want to try and land on my head because they think it's a lamppost, right? And other smaller birds want to start building nests in my beard, which it kind of looks like right now. Sergeant Hammer and a Diablo. Talk about X Factor. Wow. Sergeant Hammer in the groove tonight. Can't wait to see how she goes and how she builds. I would honestly admitting not expecting to have seen a Hammer. However, Blechman could just be playing a fun comp, having some fun. So we have Deckard and Mephisto closing off the draft for Almost Legends. And the final pick for Blechman Street, I might just refer to them as 210 and Legends. I don't know what my brain has decided yet. We'll have to play by ear. Three, two, one, and Asmodan. Wow. Talk about bringing the beef. I like it. I honestly think execution has to go to 210. If they can play it right, they have a great chance for success. I think Legends has a more standard comp and can play it a bit safer. But that Hammer and Asmodan can cause a lot of issues for the backline, especially Deckard. Alright, let's get into the draft. Let me announce some players. We have Bird on the side of Almost Legends Obsidian, Bird Flu on Phoenix, Conflicted on Mephisto, Palm Ball on Joanna, Mischief on Deckard, and Born Insane on the Hogger. And for Blechman Street, we have Denominator on Asmodan, Asterix on Hammer, Slow Cheetah on Diablo, Blanchard on Diva, and Loido on the Uther. Let's get into the game, show you guys some talents, zoom out so we can watch it in widescreen, full picture mode like we're at the movie theater. And it's looking like first objective is going to be in mid. However, that may change, as games always seem to do. Alright, we're at the 10-second countdown timer. And looking at the talents, we do have Gluttony for the Asmodan, which I like. I like the Advanced Artillery. We have Feast on Fear, no pick. It's a Silver Touch, so going for mitigation. We have the Mobile Offense, Furious Spark, Laws of Hope on the Joanna, so hoping for that heal instead of the shield. Sapphire, and Bones to Gnaw. Phoenix right away, rotating to the top lane. The 4-man is here. Diva went bottom to get her soaked down in bottom lane. Diva's backing off, and it looks like they will make the soak in time. They were confused, it looked like, for a little bit as to where they wanted to go, but now it looks like they're going to have the Uther and the Hammer in the top lane, and that's just going to cause problems. However, they are sneaking up to them. Quickly spotted out by the Asmo player, so they get safe. Well, one thing I don't like about this map is just so much action all around. Blanchard in a little bit of trouble. They went with a full metal. I don't mind it here. I like the 50-second heal. I've been really starting to fall in love when I play Diva. That, you know, every 50 seconds you have a heal, so you don't need Sippy Cup. And it's a really good heal. But as she levels, you know, her healing will slightly increase for her. Both teams taking their camps at literally the same time. Even in experience. Yeah, that's why I was calling Sergeant Hammer as the X Factor. Good Hammer, especially if they go, they're going to take Mobility Siege at 7, but if they go the range on the Siege, right, I mean, that can be just as dangerous too. She didn't take... Oh, she took the heal as opposed to the unstoppable. So, Asterix plans on playing safe. Blanchard's taking just too much damage. Hogger's just bullying her. Asmodan up in the top, getting dunked. And we do have the kill onto the Diva mech. Blanchard's pew-pewing away to get her mech back. She should have it as the objective pops up. It looks like they are rotating to grab their Shaman camp, which I like. Hogger's rotating down to grab the Siege camp at the bottom, which is good. They got 3 on there. Right away, Bird Flute is on the objective, trying to get his stacks. For their team anyway, they're up to 6. Be 7, 8, and 10 by the time these guys rotate in. Hammer's just sieging up. Diva's taking care of the bottom. I mean, right now, numbers advantage is in favor of 210. What they need to do is try and drag them back to where Hammer is so she can devastate them. The graduating range, I think, for 7 could be really effective since she's not going to stop like that. Nice little boop. We have the full engage. Diva's not here. Hammer goes down. Get a stun. Chase onto the Uther. They do get a stun on the Mephisto. They're all in a world of hurt for damage right now, so I think they're probably best off to give this up. Diva has come in with the Diva Bomb. That's gonna get them close, but it's not gonna get them enough. They need to get back, stay alive, and get ready for this defense. And Diablo is in the wrong spot. Oh, get him with the Phoenix Beam. That feels bad, man. Feels bad. They did do a good job on the Punisher jump, though. But I mean, I'm a big fan of the first Punisher, is keeping it outside your fort. Because if you keep it out there with both those towers, I mean, you have a great chance of keeping your fort alive. Right? But hammer goes down again. Looks like the X factor may be turning into the 0 factor. So, but as she scales, and she did take, oh no, she took the hover and siege mode. So that'll give her a little bit of something to play with. Cena is down. However, first forward of the game is going to be taken by the Legends. Hey, dropping babies. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you had a great day. Really liking that MGT arena that I'm playing. It's been having a lot of fun with it. Scuffed how? Is it quiet? Muffled? I can turn the game sound up if you guys feel it's quiet. They are fighting for that objective. They're all coming in. No, they are going to be forced to give it up. Like, is the sound not loud enough? I can turn it up if it's quiet. Diablo goes down. I'll have to take a look at it between games. I don't want to just leave off and then all of a sudden everybody's staring at the blank space as far as fiddling with his OBS. And I just don't know what the word scuffed means. I mean, I'm ex-military, so when you say scuffed, that means I got a stain on my boot. However, I mean, we have a 2-level lead, or a level and a half. 10s are about to come online for 210, so that's going to help them out. While we have this little pause, let's quickly go over Legends. We have Planet Cracker. We have Durant the Hate. We have Less Shield, Stay a While, and Hortipult. And on the other side, we have Tide of Sin. Surprise? I would look for the Demonic Invasion. Blunt Force Gun, APOC, Magic Missiles, or Micro Missiles, and Divine Shield. Looks like Diva's going to have to go and rotate. Okay, so this is going to be the objective point. There's not a lot they can do. I'm just going to float here for a second, guys, and take a look at my sound. Make sure it's coming out right. Oh, okay, one sec. I do have an issue with my sound. That is absolutely strange. Drapes, I was helping you. How did you screw up my audio output? Let me quickly try and fix this. Okay, so that should be fixed now.
Blue team has summoned an arcane Punisher.
Oh, Seth, were you just tricking me? My apologies, guys. Okay, so now I gotta say, if the sound is a little loud, let me know. and I tried to change it. But Seth, or Dropping Babies, is one of the founders for the Phoenix Rising esports organization, and a really great person. Just sometimes he likes to tease and play games with me. Kind of unfair, if you ask me. Is it different now? I will fix it between games, I promise. I'll go back in. I turned on my second audio because I thought it was an issue, but I'll just turn it off. Okay, so while they're doing that, let me... Okay. So I've muted this, so games should be fine, if not loud. That's be the only thing that you guys would complain about, is that it might be too loud. But as long as you can hear my voice and you can hear the game volume slightly below, I'm okay with that. Alright, so if my audio is messed up, we all have to blame Dropping Babies. Perfect, okay. Don't confuse me, Seth. You know how easily I'm confused, especially when I'm trying to keep my stream as professional as I can make it. Oh, look at the bush party. Oh, and they trapped the Diva and the Diablo. Durant's goes 8. Blessed Shield hasn't gone, nor the Purification Salvo. Diablo goes down. Really good bush party. Surprised Blanchard made through it, that's for sure. Asterix is running for his life, or her life. Azmodan is going to try and take his bottom, but I think Hogger's going to have something to say about that. However, now that Uther's there, he may keep him stalled enough. And he does. Good play by 210. And 16s have come online in regards to Almost Legends. So while they're doing that and the next shrine gets called, we've got Offensive Cadence, Static Field, Holy Renewal, Heraldric Staff, and Headbanger. So I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary talent-wise. Diablo has the auto attack build, the self-sustain auto attack, so I can respect that. He just needs to get his 100 stacks as quick as he can. The pathing of Lloyd was just a little off. Had he just waited a sec, he could have taken out. Oh, here they go. Here's the engage. APOC's up in 7 seconds. Durance goes out. Nice Divine Shield onto it. Stay Wild goes out, gets cancelled. Purification Salvo does massive damage. APOC goes out. Blood Force BFG goes out. So Diva's Mech, Uther, and Diablo all go down. And now Diva. 3 kills. And, you know, they could use this advantage to send one person and push this keep down. Is, you know, it was what I would call. However, I mean, it's still early in the game. It's about going to be about a 14-minute Punisher. So, not super strong. And then maybe they're just worried about the death timers. And I do want to announce, what's today? Wednesday is Wednesday. So tomorrow I have the opportunity of casting Bloody's game against the Phoenix Rising Sapphire versus the Bloody Avatara. Sapphire's fighting for a playoff spot, and if they can manage to take a win, even one map off of 9 Avatara, they still have a really good playoff opportunity. And even if they lose with their remaining games, if they play right, they still have the opportunity to make the playoffs. I'm really going to be cheering for them. Not that as a caster we don't cheer, but I mean, just Hammer goes down again, Diablo goes down again, 14-0 in kills. And John Cena's just taking this heat. They are looking very good. King is best HOTS player. Perfect. I think I got that right. They get one more kill here with a John Cena jump. They could end the game if they wanted. I think you're just going to let it go. Clear up that camp that's pushing their mid fort. And just look to pick up some camps of their own. And yeah, Drakes, it's going to be tough, but you guys can do it. You know, the way you guys have played the last few games I've been able to watch your cast, really impressed with how your teams come together. Deckard slappying the camp. Phoenix coming in to help. David was going to check. I was like, no, I don't have anything to face tech there. You can use your micro missiles and see what's there. Should use your micro missiles. Planet Trapper is going to wreck her. I think they got her. Never face check a bush. Always use an ability. That's what every coach tells his teams. And with Keep Down, Diablo's back, but he's got no souls. No, he has one. I mean, do they want to look to Andrew? Do they just want to push this bottom? I say push the bottom. You know, the next objective is going to be mid, so you're going to have super pressure. You know, like double catapult pressure happening in the other two lanes. All right, it looks like they are going to go for this heat. I 100% agree. I like the Asmo stacks. He's at 291 of the 400. So he completed his first 200. Now he's just building. 20s do come online though for Legends. So I am going to go to mid because I'm sure that's where they're going and go over level 20s. We have the Singularity Charge. We have the Mimic. The upgraded Blessed Shield. Bottomless Flask. And no control for the Hogger. With basically a almost 3-level lead. Well, he has the movement in siege mode. What disappoints me was he took the heal. That might have been a misclick as opposed to the unstoppable. That would have given him much more, a better chance at survival, or she. I mean, it's a great attempt. I mean, as long as they're having fun, that's really all that matters. You know, 210, their playoff opportunity is really non-existent. Oh, they do take this up. Oh, good stun and flip. Oh, they're going to get Deckard or Phoenix here. Thus the shield goes out, buys some time. Hogger goes down. Diva Explosion goes off as a party favor. Say, hey guys, look what we did. And the objective is up with 2 people down. And they're down for 40 seconds. So I think in this 18, 19 minute Punisher is definitely going over to 210. And I think they earned it. Those kills were really nice. Asmodan's going to clear up, which makes a lot of sense. They're a little safe in the bottom lane for now. .32 with 14 seconds, 10 seconds remaining. Stay a while. That's going to cause the John Cena to jump right away. They're ready for it. Oh, and Diablo and John Cena helped take tag team effort taking out Deckard. Oh, what a nice kill. That was very funny. And as you can tell, I'm amused by small things very quickly. We have the John Cena Elite doing a bit of damage. It's so strange. You remember back in the day when the Frozen one was kind of garbage and the Arcane was the badass, you know? And now the Mortar and the Frozen are so much stronger, and when people see the Arcane Punisher, like, man, whatever. You know, he's just a big body. They do have 2 cores, but they have minions, two catapults on core, but minions are taking care of those, so they don't have to fret. Right? Asmo has to take his camp quickly before Hogger dives on him. There he goes. So that camp's taken. And they're going to have their shaman camp going, so all in all, they're going to get good pressure. I mean, I think what I would have called was maybe send, like, Hammer or someone to another lane to try and take another fort out. I mean, they did great work with their John Cena with the Punisher. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised that, you know, they didn't really maximize the advantage that they had the opportunity to do. And that's nothing against them. I mean, it's just a personal thing you notice when you start casting, like, Nexus and Heroic Divisions and all that. It's like, everything is so on point. I would agree with you there, Seth, dropping babies. And now we have the quest done for Asmodan. He's going to go back and try and protect while they get the fort down, just to balance out some catapult pressure. I think that's a really good call. At least having Asmodan, we've got vision in the back to see what they're trying to do. You know, and you can see that they're trying to sneak bottom. So the team is coming back, and with the BFG just slamming down mid, it's not going to do anything to structures like it used to do. However, it will help minion control in that mid wave. And that shaman camp is doing work in the top. It's definitely going to take out at least a tower. So far, a pretty good defense. I mean, 18-3 in kills, but level-wise, they've caught up with the phenomenal comeback mechanics that Heroes offers. And they're playing they're really holding their position well. Yeah, I would agree with you, Drapes. That's a fair comment. So now, the Legend has taken their shaman camp up top with objective bottom. So are they going to try and sneak with it? I mean, this objective will end game if Legend takes it. It won't end game if 210 takes it. And they have to be careful with that shaman camp coming in. I mean, all I would really do is just try to kill the shamans and the catapults and then get the heck out of there, right? Because you have minions coming up behind, and you do have a catapult to help. So, all right, we have a fight. Orbital has gone out. 8-2 right now. Asmodan's coming in for the dunk. He gets slammed by the Diablo. Oh! Hogger goes down. Purification goes out. Did I just see Uther Divine Shield the Diva mech explosion? So it could... maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's just a 20 upgrade. That's probably what it was. I just swore I saw a Divine Shield on it. Alright, so they are on core, but no core damage is taken. 3 kills. They have the Frozen Punisher, so he can actually do massive damage. Asmodan is doing phenomenal cleanup in the back lane to keep the core clear. They do have catapults coming out to buy time. They now have mid pressure. This Frozen Punisher is definitely going to be going to this bottom keep and can do a lot of work on it. Let's see who wants to try to bait it over. It looks like no one. They're waiting for Joanna to come out. So he's going to have free reign of the wall. That's done. Sippy Cup's going down. Big jump onto the Joe. Blanchard in a little bit of trouble, but getting out of there. Misses with the magic missiles. Keeps down. Punisher is still at just over half health. They're great job of trying to keep it away from core, but they're going on it. Diva gets stunned out. Core is starting to take shield damage. Divine Shield gets popped. Going back onto the core. Meanwhile, on the backside, they did do some core damage. So they took the core to 89%, and Azmodan did get back in time to not... Look at that sliver of shield remaining. Nicely played. I am really impressed with this Azmodan, or whoever's reminding him to go back. Oh, they did capture this camp. Now they got to get away and not get caught. Just taking this camp is a win for them. It's not a matter of doing any work. I mean, it is. They did catch their mid-camp siege. So this is a really nice comeback for 210. I have to say, they are fighting to stay in it when they were like 3 levels down at one point. I hope everybody else is finding this game as exciting as I am. I'm finding it like, this is just awesome. We're now down to a next Punisher, going to be about 28 minutes when it's captured, is actually, no matter who gets it, is probably winning the game. Oh, this is really exciting. This is a great finish. And now Legends are on kind of the back foot to having to keep all that pressure. With that BFG just working its way down the mid, it's taking care of minions. I mean, it's basically a Ragnaros lava wave. Here it comes again. Blanchard gets spotted by Hogger. And then eats a bullet to the face. Looks like they're going to try and steal this siege camp away. Or debate a bush party. Nope, they are going for it. Diva showing bottom, forcing them to have to respond. Right? I mean, she has her explosion, so she's still good. Wow. This is such a tense ending. I mean, I don't know how to call it. I mean, both teams are just running around clearing camps as quick as they can. And they both realize it's all about objective now. It's all about the objective. Which should be spawning relatively shortly. So there we go. It looks like they are going to try and catch the Diva, who's walking. Oh, that was a bad move. Blanchard is trapped and dead. Poor timing. However, I mean, that's a... Looks like they are going to core. If Azmodan's staying back, he's going to notice this. And he is staying back, so he's going to see that they are going to core. So everybody's coming back. Oh, including Hammer. Purification beam goes out. Hogger dies, though. That evens it up. A stun onto the Hammer. Big toss catches the Deckard. There's the dive. Do we get the flip? No, they use the unstoppable. I mean, I think if they just keep like Diva spawning, just keep Diva back clearing. Send everybody else to the objective. Oh, it looks like they're going to put Azmodan there with Diva clearing the minion waves coming in. I can respect that. Diva's going to have to rotate down, though, and take care of that bottom camp that's coming in. And they do have 2 catapults on cores. And these are 20, almost 30 minutes. These are going to do some damage. They're at 24-0. Oh, this is such a close game. Durance of Hate goes out. Diablo dies. They do get the Punisher, however. So it's now a matter of, can they secure a kill onto Blanchard? Oh, and that they're going to get it. It's going to happen. So, yeah, they got their kills. However, they have to get on that Punisher right away. And I love what Asmodan's doing. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to play defense. Just clear all this out. Right? Let the Punisher do its thing. If it wins, it wins. The rest of the team is just using their advantage to take camps, which I can agree with. They do have they do have a catapult though, and it's doing some serious work to everything coming out their way. John Cena's doing his work. He's probably going to take the keep, so then all keeps would be down on the side of almost Legends. And that happens. And they're just camp collecting. Oh my, they are finding their fire. The Vidium, I totally agree. We need that level 30 power spike.
Blue team's core is under attack.
They have 3 siege. That's going to be taken care of rather quickly. But I really like how, like, when it became defensive worrisome, 210 just changed the map. I mean, Legends had this game. They were 20-17 at one point. And just the Asmodan just playing super smart for his team. You know, always going back to Claire. I mean, really keeping them on the back foot. 18 seconds on APOC. 15 on Blackpool. Or Titus Sin, sorry. Everybody else's heroic is up. They were just spotted bottom. And it's quickly getting responded to by Legends. They are going to their core. Joanna's going to come down. Can they pick her off? Diva trying to debate again. And they are going on her again. This time she's smart. Zoomed away right away. So that was good. Wow, this is such a close game. Too close to call. Kills belie everything. I don't even want to see the damage numbers. I think they have one catapult. That won't do very much. But it is... won't do much. However, they are all down there now. And they are going to... They're taking the bottom siege camp. And they're going to start putting work on the core. Purification beam misses. Everybody gets rooted. You need to be careful. Diva Bomb goes out. Asmo goes out. Big Divine Shield. Hammer goes down. Did they overstay their welcome? Blanchard in a world of hurt. With the sleep. Oh, and they get Diva and the mech down. So that's 2 heroes. I mean, you just say screw it and go core here, don't you? Audience? Wouldn't that what you do? I mean, you can base race this. You don't need objective. You have 2 heroes dead for at least 30 seconds. But they are so glad their minions spawned because they're now down to 70%. And they did get to Diablo. And he didn't have enough. So they have like 3. It's 5 versus 2 right now. I think this is game.
Red team's core is under attack.
Oh, look at the damage. 3 catapults, siege camp, 40%, 30%. Going into the 20s. Hammers back up, doing some damage. 13, 10, 8, 7, 0. Oh my gosh. Good game, both teams. I mean, 210 did not go easy on Legends that game. That was awesome. I mean, the numbers. I mean, I can't even express how much damage everybody put out. And the siege. Let's just find our top siege damage. 294 by Hammer, 266 by Asmodan, 261 by Hogger, and then 206 by Phoenix. So, and the healing numbers, Uther at 70 and Deckard at 112. So those are really good numbers. I think, well, without a doubt, Asmodan is my MVP. His back-to-base play style and his knowledge to go back and keep that thing clear. Without a doubt, I'm giving it to Asmodan for 210. As for Almost Legends, there's just so many to pick from. But I think I'm going to go... Well, Mephisto died 0 times. So I'm thinking Joanna, but I think I'll give it to Mephisto for the 0 deaths. Both people, MVPs, both people, 0 deaths. Good game. Way to go, guys. Let's go back to our map screen and update our scoreboard for everybody. And let me leave the game so I can get into the next one. Well, that was friggin' awesome. I don't know what you guys felt about that, but I thought that was incredible. Let me play some music for you while we're waiting. Yeah, I want the music to be in a tone where it's not too loud, right? I don't want to drown out your ears, or overtone my voice. So if it is, just let me know. Shiggity wiggity. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it immensely. Oh, Kings is the best Oz player. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Hogger was a beast. But I mean, when you're looking at 2 people, 0 deaths in a game that long, that's pretty impressive, right? So, I just think, well job. What good game. Too many people I could call MVP in that one for my liking. Alright. Oh, we're still looking for the lobby link. All around, I think the healers did really well. They were all on point. And I just can't believe that comeback that Blechman almost had, right? Well, we have our next map. Let me fill in the blanks for everybody. Oh, where is it? There it is. Just let me figure out who chose it. So we are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm just waiting to hear... Hey, Mischief Hots, nice to see you. Alright, we're going to update this again. It was picked by them. Oh, I have to change it. That was actually picked by Almost Legends. Just going to let them know that I'm ready. Alright, while we're waiting for them to get into it, I'm just going to throw a quick promo for Phoenix Rising Esports, the organization I cast for. Alright, and it looks like we are getting right into the draft here, everybody. So, give me a second, let's pull this up. Well, let's get the fun beginning. Let me turn this music down. Fade it out ever so gently on your ears. And let us get into our second match of the evening. Can Legends close it out, or are their palms too sweaty to be on the keyboard? We shall see. And I really want to thank everybody for staying tuned for this late night cast. It's a bit later than my normal cast, but you know, this looked like an interesting match, and I wanted to make sure that these teams were casted. You know, I've been casting a lot of the PRs, and as we're winding down, I'm looking for the other teams who are in that playoff jump to make. And so those are the teams that I'm trying to look up the casting. My schedule is booked for the next 2 weeks. Teams have reached out and asked me, and so on and so forth, as any team is able to do. And so it's all on my schedule that you're more than welcome to check. And if you are new to the stream, this is my ugly face. So let's see, what do we have? We have Gazlo. You guys are hysterical. We have Gazlo and Diva Band with Falstad and Kael'thas. And this time, Blechman's taking first pick Joanna. So maybe they did want it. And when it was first picked from them, so they're like, nope, screw it, we're taking it first. So we follow it up with a Sonya and a Tychus, two really strong heroes on this map, for just a general clear. So I really like those picks. Oh, and they're taking the Phoenix. Oh, and they change it up with the Leoric. So I guess they're going to go Leo versus Sonya. Leo's going to have to watch out for that Tychus, though. So is Joanna. So I'm wondering if she's going to go for either the extended shield, or she may go Laws of Hope, just for that extra bit of healing to get away. Remains to be seen. Into our second set of bands. Excuse me while I get a drink of my zero caffeine soda. That's always tasty. And we have the Lucio band, which is great. I mean, you know, Lucio can get a lot of value on this map with the wall rides and such close quarters. And Sound Barrier just gets ultimate value. So I think that's a good band. It could be a target band. Taking away the Diablo. So I can respect that. Oh, is that? I know you're an offlaner, Drape, so I take your advice over mine any day. I just speak from what I know. So, you know, hopefully Leo goes into the drain and can dominate. The game volume wasn't too loud last game, guys. So we have the Deckard and the Jaina. Mad respect. I like the Deckard. The Deckard was really well played last one. And the Jaina can really help a lot. I wonder if she's going to go Water Elemental, or if she's going to go for the Ring of Frost. And again with the Uther. for the heals. So tried, tested, trued. They like it. And a Gul'dan. Ghoulish Daniel makes his way into the Nexus. Respect. I mean, I can't argue with the draft from 210. It looks solid all around. So let's see what the final pickup is for Almost Legends. And it's going to be a Mal'Ganis. Oh, he could turn the tides, especially into like his sleep with a Deckard sleep. I'm going to guess Sonya's probably going leap in this one. Alright, well, I'm really excited to... Who do you think won the draft, guys? I'm not sure. I think there just is going to be a great game. So, let's just get into the game and see what happens. Okay, so starting on the blue side, we have Conflicted on Jaina, Palm Ball on Mal'Ganis, Bird Flu on Tychus, Mischief on Deckard, Born Insane on Sonya. We have Asterix on Joanna, Loido on Uther, Blanchard on Leoric, Denominator on Phoenix, and Slow Cheetah on the Gul'dan.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins shortly.
Alright, let's go to the middle. I'll show you some talents. Oops.
We do things on my time, not yours.
Got talents, gotta do this. Okay, so our level 1 talents. For Tychus' Dash, we have the Fingers of Frost. We have No Pick. I'll come back to him. Looks like we're going Slam Build on the Sonya. Mitigation with Silver Touch for the Uther again. Hold Your Ground, so the increased shield. Haven't decided. Oh, yeah. He's going for the Consume Vitality. Advanced Targeting. And Echo Corruption for the Gul'dan. So hopefully he can get that quest finished rather quickly. Oh, big stun. Oh, this is 2 people dead. Yeah. Phoenix and Uther just caught into that sleep with the Deckard. I mean, that's just what this comp is going to do, and it's going to do it all game. Quickly grabbing their top. Somebody's got to rush up there to try and get that soak. We have mid, bottom lane. Blanchard's doing pretty good against the Sonya, I think. Seems to do many catches with the leap, with the hand, but is going to back away a little bit, seeing. Sorry. Anyway, Denominator's up and my cat was doing something stupid. My apologies. So right now it's just soak. 12 to 18 currently. That's just a matter of catching up on the soak. Misses the sleep and the Deckard sleep. Gonna stay a while. In the mid, Denominator's just trying to get his guys up there. He is getting the experience close though, so give him that. He's going to miss one that's sitting there. And Leoric dies to the bottom. However, I think there's going to be a counter kill. Oh. Dominator just got down just a little too late. Good stun by the Uther to stop the Mal'Ganis from putting him out to sleep again. Tychus just wrecking in top lane. 29 to 20. I'm looking to see who's going to go for their camp first. Oh, we have a engage onto the Leoric. Misses his hand. He's able to ghost walk away or wraith walk. Blanchard able to stay alive. They are taking this camp. That can't be stopped. Fives are online. Turning in what they can. Up and top. And so they're up at 27. So they need 23 more. 4-man just doing its work. bottom lane. Blanchard's in a little bit of trouble, so he's going to need some help. Phoenix is coming down to support him. Good heal. But I think this Sonya's just starting to get ahead of the Uther. What did he take it for? He took Neil Peasants. Okay. Level 7's about to be on for Legends, as well as they need 6 for a turn-in. So they do get that off. First Web Weavers are coming out. Blanchard was chasing, but he could be in a world of trouble. He does manage to escape, though. Web Weavers are coming down. We're at 7 stacks on the Equid of Corruption. 54 for the Uther quest. 9 globes for the Jaina for her quest. See where they want to present themselves and apply pressure. It looks to be the top. Oh, nice shield flare. Being able to spot that out. And 4 minutes in, Jaina's only at 1,500 of the 15,000 she needs for her quest. Oh, and the Deckard looks like he's going into the health. Let's see what they're able to do with this. So Blue Web Weaver at the bottom does take the first 4 to the game. Is that what it is? At 7? Okay. I will look forward to it. 7s are now online. And he took the Willing Vessel. Green Hope, 20%. Okay, yeah, I can see where that can benefit him. They're able to clear. They're getting their experience. Pressure being put in the mid lane now. All 5 Legends are there. So they definitely want to try and take this tower down. They do get the tower. However, Sonya's on her camp doing her spinny to winny thingy. And 210 have 3 on their camp. So they're all going to get theirs a little bit quicker. Sonya taking a little bit of damage without that extra healing, but does manage to take it. Red now has a turn in, so they are going to be looking for a spot to go and to turn in. And we have most of Blue watching top. Palm Ball's watching the bottom turn-in point. So really good objective presence knowledge. Oh, they don't have. They do have their 10s. Oh, they lead stunned Blanchard. Leoric was down. So they're really basically two ultimates used to kill Leoric. So I think that's actually a fair trade. And while I have the time and they're doing this and turning in, level 10s for Tychus is, as we saw, the laser. Ring of Frost for Jaina. Carrion Swarm. Stay a while. And Leaf for Sonya, which we saw. I think the 10s, when they come online, as they are now for 210, may give them a bit of an advantage. They only need to turn in 2, so they got to create some separation and some pressure, and looks like they managed to do it. So, I mean, they can leave the bottom lane. I wouldn't even really worry about that, because you're not going to be able to clear all of them before. Just let the Web Weaver do it and focus on other lanes. However, they are going to have a decent push with the Web Weavers in mid, and not necessarily... Oh, that was Blue Web Weaver. My apology, everybody. I thought that was Red who was turning it in, because they had the guy there. Purification Salvo, or the Purifier Beam. That takes out Tychus. Stay a while, catches Leo, but he was Wraith walking. So 210 is on the board. Blanchard down again, but that's what Leoric does. And this is a map where if you can get back-to-back turn-ins, you can really snowball this map. Asterix in a little bit of trouble. However, they were able to, other than just lose the mid fort, deal with the web weird semi-successfully. And they still have turn-in available. They are going to try and catch Sonya here. Oh, what a leap! Oh my god, what a leap out of that entomb. Oh, man, that spider sense just must have been tingling. Oh, what a great leap. And looks like Dominator is going to try and get the turn in. So that will help ease some of the pressure put on by Legends. I don't think they're going to have gems for another turn in though, so I mean, they want to really try and make this one work well for them. They could get a really good push top. But it does look like Legends is coming to defend the top lane. So they're going to give it up and just try and get some pressure into the mid. Top web weaver's already gone. They really want to stall them here. And that is not a good way to stall. Carrion Swarm is the only ultimate used on cooldown right now. 19 stacks for Echo of Corruption. When I play Gul'dan, I'd like to be high 20s, if not close to 30 by the 10-minute mark. Then you have it done and it really helps your what you want to do. Oh, nice unstoppable for the Joanna off that spear. Divine Shield goes out. Entomb. Ring of Frost goes out though. Phoenix goes down. Gul'dan goes down. Asterix looks like he's going to go down, but they're picking on the Uther first. Uther can't get to the Jaina. Oh, trying to. Oh, and Joanna backtracked. That's a shame. So, Leo's going to be her thing. This is a quite easy boss call. 9-1 of the kills. Yeah, Ray-Chen, that was a beautiful leap to get away from that entomb. Otherwise, they would have had him for her. So here's a boss call. They have 22 gems, which are all on Leo, so that's smart to turn them in. They could probably grab their bruiser camp if they're quick enough and still able to defend the boss. They do need to get soaked though, because 16s are about to come online for the Almost Legend Obsidians. Or sorry, Almost Legends Obsidian. And I do know that there's actually 2 Almost Legend teams as far as I'm aware. There's Obsidian and Gold as far as I know. Oh, a 3-man kill happening in mid. Sorry, I missed that, guys. They're just talking facts. So Obsidian Legend, or Almost Legends, is turning into an organization. I want to wish them the best with building it. I mean, they have. I've seen 2 teams, both with Almost Legends. But like I said, Gold and Obsidian. So that could be leading to more teams in the future. '17s are online. 12-1s are the kills. The only real cooldown is Stay a While and Phoenixes. Everything else pretty much up. And these web weavers are going to be doing work. The bottom one is going to take some damage before it gets up and starts to do anything, but they really need to try and focus this top one down pretty fast. That mid one's going to be dealing with as well. And even if they go to clear mid, they have to be careful. Oh, nice placement of the laser. So, I'm just taking talents down for a second so we can watch mid and top. Top does go down. Mid Wedweaver does fall, so that keeps hands. And the bottom Wedweaver is not going to get a lot done. And there's 210 is still about half a level behind for their 16s. The lucky thing is they are closer to a turn-in, and they're pushed so far back. Getting spider butts to turn in is going to be a little bit easier for them if they can get the turn-ins. 16's now online for both teams, so that's going to help 210. But this is not a map like Infernal Shrines where you're going to have a great chance to come back. You're down 2 keeps. I mean, almost Legends are just going to keep the map painted blue as best they can. Watch the turn-in points. And they have turn-in if they can make it. Oh, Leap goes out. Onto the Gul'dan. Nice. Stay Wild was out. Gul'dan in a world of hurt. Trying to fight the Tychus, but the Tychus is going to get him. Uther goes down. Gul'dan. Joanna goes down. So that's 3 for none. I mean, they could just go in and core here. Don't even worry about this keep, guys. I am trying to set up, I have a winner's interview set up at the end of this match. So if you feel like it, you know, you want to hear from the spokesperson for Almost Legends Obsidian, please stay tuned. It shouldn't be overly long, 5-10 minutes kind of thing. I mean, I think I'll talk more about the first game than the second, because they've really showed their dominance in the second game. I mean, they're doing core damage. All 5 are up now on the side of 210 though, so let's see how they can defend. The Drake and Laser is just doing work to whatever it reaches. Quick steal of their bruiser camp here. Leoric does die to the Tychus. He's like, I ain't going anywhere. I'm going to send you to the friggin' graveyard. 41 seconds without the Leo, so now they're going to bring this camp in to help them take tower shots. Focusing on the Joanna. Divine Shield goes out. Big sleep. No stay a while. There's a stay a while. Divine Shield gets popped. Ring of Frost is basically cancel on that one. Gul'dan goes down 40%, 30%, 20, 10, and good game. Almost Legends Obsidian. Really well played. I mean, they definitely went to that map knowing they could win. Alright, so let's look at some numbers. Let's see. Healing, Decker pulled out 40, and 27 for the Uther. Good Siege for the Sonya and the Jaina, and the Gul'dan with 91. Damage-wise, 20,000 for Phoenix and Gul'dan. That could be a factor, where you got 46 for Sonya, 34 for the Jaina, 40 for the Tychus. I mean, MVP for me is going to be Sonya. Super kills, great escape, and then to pick an MVP, I'm going to go with Uther. Tried their best to try and secure the win, just wasn't able to make it happen. Oh, let me change my screen for you so you don't see that silly thing. And update our map score for us. Alright. So let's see if we can get a interview. Let me try and track one of these guys down. All right. Winners interview? Question mark, question mark? All right. Wait and see if anybody joins me. I'll give them a minute or two. Maybe put some background music on for everybody. So, overall, I thought those were pretty good games. The first one was really good. The second one, I mean, that's just how some maps work. You know, it's like a Sky Temple. If you fall too far behind, you'll never come back from it. Oh, one sec. Let me see, I'm getting a response here. Alright, we are going to get a winner's interview. He's going to join me shortly.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, team. I don't want to accidentally say, hey, gentlemen, and then, you know...
Oh, yeah. So
see, I was smart. I was smart not...
My assistant captain, Mischief.
I was smart not to say that, because I would have embarrassed myself, Mischief. Ah. See? I'm getting politically correct. So, really, really, really well-played games. You know I'm going to talk about the first map more than the second one. So, let's start off.
Game there.
Let's start off by saying congratulations for your domination.
Thank you.
That puts you close to that playoff spot. So that must make your team and you guys feel really good.
For sure.
So I'm going to talk Tomb of the Spider Queen, and then we're going to spend a bit of time talking about Infernal Shrines, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Kind of do it backwards. So going into Tomb of the Spider Queen, they seem to try to counterpick your draft, but you guys, like, you drafted a really strong comp, and I mean, whoever, like, your Sonya player got my MVP, and if you didn't see it, there was an Entomb and Phoenix on her. She left right past the Entomb to get away. It was so beautiful. But when you guys were drafting, was there anything that you were seeing that you were trying to counter draft, or were you guys just saying, we're going to take our picks for Tomb of the Spider Queen, we know this map, and we're just going to rock on it?
So a little bit of our scouting information of Blechman
Sure.
told us that they're more comfortable with the macro-based comps.
Okay.
They tend to draft the Asmodan the most, and we weren't afraid to play Asmodan. So I feel like we were ready for their playstyle. We prioritized our bands more around the really scary AoE heroes that we didn't want to face, and
Right.
then we let through the ones that we were ready for and went from there.
So who's let me ask, I have a couple questions. Who is the drafter for your team? And I'll ask this to Mischief. Who does your macro calling? And do you guys have a micro caller, like your tank maybe micros and then somebody else macros, or how does communication, Mischief, work amongst your team?
So this match was a bit more different because usually I still was. I'm the macro shot caller.
Okay.
And then the tank, I like it when they're the micro shot callers, so they do the kill targets.
Right.
This time we had Palm Ball step in to sub for us, so he was comfortable doing that. Also, Born Insane was doing a lot of the micro.
Right.
He was calling out the kill targets and when he's ready to ult. I think we all kind of chimed in. We have like a stream of information from all of us that's really important.
Right.
And then the drafting, yeah, I think I try to like keep it so that there's enough CC in whatever picks we pick, like the combination of heroes that we have. I try to balance that out in the draft when I see all the picks before they're selected. But
That
other
makes
than
a lot
that,
of sense.
I like giving people the freedom to pick whatever they like in the category that they're playing. But I might make some suggestions for alts or CC.
Right, in regards to what you're seeing that they're drafting kind of thing. Somebody you feel might be a better counter, and then they might give you input. I totally agree with that. That's a really good way to run your ship.
And the order that they're selected is important because some things can be countered. So I do say please hold that for last pick. So I'm calling that as well.
Like when they all right, now I want to go to the first map because I want to start talking about it, and I want to talk about something else, but we'll get to that. When you saw the Diva picked so early, was Hogger just, like you went Phoenix Hogger, right? Two people who can sit in the lane and can literally be bullies to literally almost quite a lot of people in the lane. And I think both those players did really well between like their communication of clearing lane, going to mid, or the four-man's going to mid. I mean, how did you guys make your communications work? And were you surprised the game lasted that long? Now we're talking Inferno Shrines.
I was definitely surprised that the game went as long as it did. I thought by
you guys were 20 to level, you were 20 to 17 at one point.
Yep, but when we hit level, I think it was 18, and they were just rolling over to 15, hadn't even gotten 16s yet. Right. I was pretty sure we were about to close that game out, but they really surprised us.
Oh, I was I gave Asmodan for their team, the MVP for their team, because he was so attentive at getting back in time to clearing up all the damage you guys had done. To give their team a chance to stay into it. And then towards the end, I mean, they when they started applying the pressure, when you were both on 20s, right? So now it's just a matter of were you guys still comfortable that we can still win this, or were you at any point saying, "Holy Christ, what's happening here?" Right? I mean, they're coming at us. They're going on our core.
I think we were still comfortable, but we were certainly more point. They had put us less off of the aggression and invasion mindset because of the way that 20 to 18, I think it was, engagement went.
Right.
Then we knew, hey, we can win. We can still win the macro game. We've just got to get these lanes back under control and anchor all the bushes and just be really cautious.
So Mischief, what did you think about the hammer pick? At first, I said that was the X factor, right? If that's a good hammer player and they know what they're doing, that would be the X factor in the game. But it turned out that they weren't really an X factor. But were you guys surprised to see a hammer?
Oh yeah, I was not expecting that at all because I don't think they've picked that before. From what Birdflu was telling the team, nobody was expecting that. And that ult that they chose, that was putting a lot of pressure on our lanes. Like, even though we had two people dedicated to soaking all the lanes back, right, we had constant wave pressure mid and bot. So we had to keep an eye on that constantly for catapults, and we had no chance to back off or do a camp sometimes. We had to constantly go back and clear mid or bot. So it was really well done by them. The hammer player played really well. Their whole team did tonight.
That level 20 orbiter, just going down that mid lane, it was giving them so much value. It doesn't damage structures or the core anymore, right? But it was just clearing minions and just giving them added pressure. And I thought you guys held your composure really well. I mean, I thought that there was a few times you could have ended, but as the people playing the game, you guys are seeing it differently, of course. And, but you did manage to cap it out. So, like I said, that was a really impressive game. They came out swinging. And I'm really glad you guys pulled off the W. Keep your playoff chances alive.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, yes, this is what I wanted to ask you guys. And I will address this to either one of you who wants to. When I was looking at Almost Legends Obsidian, I saw a team called Almost Legends Gold. Now, are you guys an organization trying to form and build and to create an Almost Legends league or an organization? Or is it just fluke or just two teams that you guys are friends?
Yes. So the other team, Almost Legends Gold, is our sister team. They are the founding team, Bellalos and Hoedown, I believe, and maybe Asian,
Right.
are original like OG founders of Almost Legends. They used to, I think they did CCS. I'm not sure, but they definitely used to do NGS many seasons ago.
Right.
And then there was like people's lives got in the way, and it kind of fell to the wayside. But this season, Bellalos decided to revive it, and he conscripted me, and it got big enough that we were able to field 2 teams, and so here we are.
That's awesome. I always love multiple representations from teams, or what I like to call, orgs, because in a way with 2 teams you're an organization.
Yep.
And like I say, all in all, I think you entertained the audience immensely. Big kudos to your Sonya player, and you can tell them when they got out of that entomb, that was a play of the game. It was just perfect. And I won't even talk about all the planet crackers that happened in the first game. That was badass too. So what?
Bird flu.
Thanks.
Oh, was it you? Oh, yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
You were getting
you.
some good kills. And Mischief, were you the healer? Were you the Deckard?
Yeah, I was healing because our healer couldn't make it today. So.
Yep.
Right. Well, your Deckard was on point. Some of your stay whiles were really badass, as well as your scroll of identify or scroll of sealing, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and there was reduced healing, and they had Uther against us, so one of my gems reduced healing further.
Right.
Nice.
Did you take the trifecta of the gems, or I know you took Sapphire?
I took all the gems.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I know you took Sapphire, and I saw Ruby, right? And I just.
Oh no, not Ruby. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't
I
take
took
Ruby? Oh, okay.
I took Slow.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, perfect.
And then Emerald is the healing one, I think.
The Ruby's the healing one. That's when it drops the potions.
Slows, yeah.
Emerald
then
is the slow.
I took shields. I took shield at 4.
Okay, and then Emerald at 7.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, like I said, you guys played extremely well. It was a pleasure to finally cast you. I wish I had casted you guys sooner. You seem like a great team, and you've got a great support. You definitely earned some fans tonight. I'll tell you that much from my audience. So
awesome.
what I'm going to do is I'll start with Mischief, and if you'd like to do any shoutouts, and then I'll go to Bird Flu if you'd like to do any more. Mischief, go ahead.
First, I'd like to shout out my team. They played amazing tonight. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I wasn't coming across as demanding or bossy. But they played so well. And then our sister team, Almost Legends Gold, and everybody who's watching. And thank you for casting tonight, Farhawk.
Oh, my pleasure.
That's it for me.
Okay, Bird Flu.
Yeah, just the same thing. Shout out to our sister team, Almost Legends Gold. Thanks for the support, everybody. And a special shout out to Shiggity. Sorry that you couldn't be with us here, bro. I'm glad that you were watching and was here with us.
He was watching and cheering, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, I'll let you go back to your team. Enjoy your victory. I look forward to, hopefully, maybe I can pick up another game you guys do, because I'm really interested in the teams that are getting close to that playoff spot, and those are the guys I want to be, or those are the teams I want to be watching, focusing on, and casting, right? So hopefully if I can find the time, or when you set up your next match, if you want to DM me, I can let you know if I can make it or not.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
That would be perfect, because I'd love to see how if you guys can make it to the playoffs, because you're so close right now. All right. So what I'm going to do is say thank you to you and your team and all your fans and supporters, and let you guys go enjoy with your team, and I will close off my stream as I do. So thank you very much for joining me, and have a great night.
Yeah, thank you, Sparhawk.
Bye, later.
Bye.
Yep. Thanks for casting.
My pleasure. Okay, everybody. So we're going to close this off. It was a really good, well-earned domination for Almost Legends Obsidian, and they've answered a lot of the questions that I was curious about for the other team. I'm going to close off the stream. Just going to play a really quick promo, then come back and say my good night. So be right back. All right, so I'm going to close out to some music, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. I am casting tomorrow night. Give me 1 second, and I will tell you exactly what time I am casting at. I think it's an earlier game because I'm casting Phoenix Rising Sapphire versus the 9 Avatara. And for Phoenix Rising, for the playoff spot, they just need to take one game, and it puts them really close with their remaining games. The game is going to start at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully prompt as always. So yes, thank you. Enjoy the music, and I will see everybody tomorrow. And if not, I will see you in the Nexus. Love you. Bye.